Hey everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Channel 64. And I'm keeping with my promise of working on this side of the base, because honestly, I'm kind of sick and tired of being over there. Okay, that looked a little weird from over here. But yes, so the big thing is we need packed mud. I'm using a lot of packed mud in my pass, and I'm getting tired of kind of buying it. So, I've just got all kinds of visitors and stuff. So what I'm thinking of doing is doing a mud farm and a wheat farm, because those are both pretty simple, but I need a place to house it, and I'm thinking right here. Originally, I was going to leave this open and create a drain pipe and easy access to down here into this cave, but I'm thinking against it right now, and I don't know if a new building right here to cover it up is always the best thing. The big thing is I don't want to go much higher than the wall height. I think it really hurts the view of the house to go higher up. It won't be so bad to go higher up when we're more towards the outskirts, but since I kind of want to put this right up against the wall, I don't want to be too much higher. I have a design. I'm thinking about using a format that I used at the start of season 2 on Channel 64. I think that'll look really good. It'll keep the barn style theme I've got in my head. I just need to make sure I've got enough room to work properly. So I need to go ahead and lay some stuff out. I'm gonna do that and we'll be right back. Okay, I think I've got a bit of an outline, got our roof shape in. It's a little bit different from our starter house in season 2, so we're changing it up a tiny bit, though I kind of am liking the warped coloring. And I used a little bit of warped wood on that side, but because I'll be using stripped log and the warped block, is it called warped block? I don't know what the blue leafy block. Yeah. I still might use it in this because we don't have a lot of it on this side. So it still might be a good block to use right here. I still need to figure out how I want to level the terrain, or if I even do want to level the terrain. I'm thinking about adding like a little shed over on this side to kind of take this area up. So I think that's going to be nice. And where I place this, I actually could probably still use this hole if I wanted to. So let me get the roof in and start working on a little bit of the wallage, and then we'll see what that is there, because how the walls and the roof line up depends on how and where I want to put my farm. Okay, so a little more work done, and honestly I decided to drop the warped and go with oak. I had a lot of oak wood when I cleared this island, and I haven't used a good bit of it. So I thought now might be the best time to use it. So starting to put up walls, starting to put up a roof. We've got this little bit right here, and then if we free cam a little bit, we do kind of go into this cave a little bit. Oh man, there's some mobs down there. Look at, they're all holding stuff too. I gotta go get rid of those guys. But we should have enough room to work. We're really close to the villager breeder. I'm planning on putting the wheat farm next to this, so it'll do all of its stuff. And I think I'm gonna have the wheat funnel into all of this stuff and go into these chests still, because our middle villager does trade for wheat. So we should be good there, and then I'll have the mud farm here, and then I can just pack the mud when I go get the wheat. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and finish putting these walls up and figure out what level ground I want this on. Okay, my dog's awake. I'm going to get to work. Okay, walls are up, and I'm starting to throw a little bit of detail in here. Let's grab some of this grass. So quick easy detail I'm thinking of is just some of this. We'll throw some flowers on top, and then actually I'm gonna have to take these guys out, and then another one on this side, and I'm liking how it's different levels. I think this block, this is going to be the level for the floor. We're obviously going to carve this out a little bit more and then bring this up. But I like how one side of the building's lower than the other. And I think I'm going to put another one of these flower arrangement things right here. And then we'll get some stuff planted. And I think that's going to do pretty well for the front. I think I'm going to add some bushes on the side. One thing I need to look at is this little gap right here. I'm not too much of a fan. I might grab some mangrove trap wood just to add another color to this guy and see if I like that. You know what? Whatever I choose for the door, I think that should be the trap doors that I put like right here. And maybe I can tuck some lights in here so we can get some more hidden lighting and we can start removing some of the torches in this area. But yeah, I think this is turning out really well. I actually am a big fan of this so far, which is surprising because honestly I just started placing blocks. I had no vision of what I was gonna put here, so this is turning out quite nice. Okay, I made a decision on the door and the trapdoors, and I'm going with jungle. I mean, we might as well go with jungle considering it is a jungle biome. So I've got all that. I've got some lights up in here, pushing down, and then I went ahead and worked a little bit on the interior, just the tiniest of bits. We have some in rods up there to resemble fluorescent lighting that's a little hidden, and yeah, I'm liking it. This is gonna be the wall we build the mud farm arm. I didn't want to go any further until I went ahead and looked up how to do the mud farm because I have forgotten already. I know I'm gonna have to dig a ton of sand and smelt it to turn into bottles, but I think it's time to go ahead and get that in place before I go any further. Some of the stuff I want to do on the outside does involve like this area over here. I want to have this section done along with this, and maybe a bit of the pathing at least going out to here, just so I can kind of say, okay, this is the start of the road and all that stuff. But to do pathing, I need mud blocks, and obviously we're building this because I'm becoming low on mud blocks. So let's get the farm in first. Okay, I've got the mud farm done, and it is functional. I literally forgot to bring dirt to prove to you it's functional, but you mud. Yay! It works. It's the El Mango design. It always works. So we're good here. I've done a little bit of stuff on the inside. It's a little awkward because these guys I had originally in here, and then I thought they looked better pulled out. So there's this like gap behind there. I'm gonna leave it. This didn't need to be big or anything like that. Oh, and we didn't go inside that cave down there, so we're good here. And yeah, it's the wheat farm. I had a change of plans. So you see over here, I've gone ahead and leveled some of this out, extended the wall down that was uncovered. I actually redid part of the wall right here, just to kind of finish the house out and make it look proper. And I think I'm going to put the wheat farm up here in this spot and still have it join in. Like, I think if I do the minecart trick underneath the ground again and have it either like dump onto the tracks where this minecart's going through, because it shouldn't despawn by that point, or I can have a path that leads over to this ice thing, maybe cut around here somewhere. Maybe I could just dump it right into the stream. That might work. But yeah, I think I'm gonna have it out here, so that way we have some more movement instead of just all the cats in the jungle. We can have a villager moving around too. I'm a little worried they won't live because this is not the safest place. It's pretty safe, but 90% of the time I'm good. 10% of the time stuff spawns. So gonna take a chance, see how it works out, but I need to go ahead and get some minecart rails and stuff underneath and get that in place first. and we'll come back when it's time to make the farm pretty. Okay, the farm is in place and functional. I think it looks pretty good. I haven't really done any of the decorating stuff. That's some of the stuff I want to work on now. I was thinking about doing a roof, and hop in free cam real quick. I was gonna do one of these, and then I kind of remembered this, how I don't have a lot of flat roofs on anything, so I kind of want to bring that back a little bit, and I'm not sure if I want to use the campfires and the trapdoors or just half slabs, but I also kind of want to put a chimney on this campfire, which is really just here to kind of help light the area up. So I think what I'm gonna do is, let me think here. We need it at this level. Need to come off the wall too. This might all be for naught. But I had this idea using stairs and walls. And I think it's either gonna look really good or really dumb. And either way, it's a learning experience. So I figured might as well do that on camera. Alright, where's our actual like fire? Okay, one off the wall. So this is the fire. So we need this, 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 and this, right? And then I am sorry if you hear the controller constantly clicking. I didn't realize how loud these elite controllers can get. All right, we've got that. And then I'm thinking, oh, so it does do this weird corner thing. I was hoping to get that texture all the way around, but yeah, I guess that makes sense. Honestly, doesn't look that bad. I might keep it. I don't think I like the half slab, so we'll probably switch that to trapdoors and campfires, which means I need to make a lot more campfires because I don't have fishermen villagers. Though I have been doing villagers. We come over here, you can see I have been making some villagers. I didn't want any, I call these guys burger boys. I didn't want a burger boy up top. I wanted some of the red. And these two made burger boys for the first two. And then I also noticed this was a solid glass wall, and somehow they were still able to sleep. Like, this is the configuration. They were still getting into the beds somehow. So I removed a lot of the glass except for that one, and they haven't done it yet. So hopefully it's fixed. This guy I moved out because I'm pretty sure he picked up carrots on accident from those two just chucking them around like messy people. So I'm gonna go with that one, and we'll move him up here in a second once I get this roof in place, because I don't feel like building around the villager, and it is getting dark. So let's sleep. Let me get a roof in, and then we'll go ahead and move our villager. We are back from the time lapse. I hope you guys enjoyed it, showing how I exactly moved some villagers and working on this area and seeing like, oh, I'm for some reason moving to the right. Seeing how I go through the process of building, now I did say campfires, but then I realized this was supposed to be a much smaller build, and as I used campfires there because that's a bigger build, makes it nice and thick, I didn't want to get so thick on this side, so just trapdoors on this end. I wanted walls up here, but then I noticed the texture for some reason, it didn't give me like this texture, it gave me that flat texture. So I tried to put slabs on top of it, and even then it wouldn't give me the correct texture. So I just went ahead and went with fences. It's fine. It's okay. It's not bad. It's not great. It's just a fence. And then this. So I really liked the chimney aspect, but it felt a little off floating there by itself. So I took the wall and I just switched the wall to deep slate. So this whole thing feels unified now. And yeah, this is working great. I can't remember if I showed how the farm works. It's basically just fill the seeds up in the villager, bring them over to the farm, let them work. And when they pick things up, the wheats and the seeds will fall on the ground. This minecart picks it up and we'll offload it over here. We didn't have anything that time. It'll come down here and it just spits it onto the track right here. And then that guy, when it's picking up pumpkins, will also pick up our stuff and then drop it off over there by the villagers. So very nice, very convenient. I didn't have to make a lot of systems tying into each other. I can just kind of dump one system into another system and everything worked perfectly. So now I gotta work on this front area, and I'm honestly not exactly sure if I want to put trees. I might put maybe like something like that, like a little tree over in this side. Maybe that might be a little too much. I don't know, but I definitely want to go ahead and do this. We're gonna make it. Oh, guy creeped me out. We're gonna do the dirt, packed mud, and is that mushrooms? I probably need some mushrooms, but I don't need a farm for that. And luckily, we have this farm up and going to produce enough packed mud. So I'm super excited. I want to go ahead and get some more details in, and we'll be back. Okay, we've got details in now. This area is starting to look more and more complete. You can see I put the small tree here because I realized I had a bit of a Y in the path, and instead of just filling it in with the same old path blocks, I like the idea of putting the tree here so I can keep some green. And then over here, we just kind of stored, so you know, some storage chests. Yeah, words. That's the way we do the talk. Yes. Yeah, I really like this. I think this fits better. It's not overpowering like the tree kind of was. It still probably needs a little bit of work, but yeah, I love this area. This area is very, very cozy. I cannot get enough of it. The thing I can get enough of is seeds. I originally was like, yeah, I don't care about the seeds filling this thing, but as I come through and I'm cleaning up chests and stuff, the seeds are everywhere, and I'm getting kind of tired of plucking seeds out of here. So I think what I'm gonna do is hook up a filter off camera and go ahead and bone meal it, and then get it to end up in our bone meal chest. Again, we haven't started making bone meal over here, so the fact that the seeds can go ahead and kind of get that process going, that's great. Also, our honey farm is just awesome. We're finally onto the second double chest, and our seeds are doing pretty good over here too. I'm happy with how this turns out. But it's been a while since we checked on Duncan. Let's head back to spawn. What up, Duncan? I haven't been checking. I haven't been really checking my sale. So yeah. The little bit of tacos I made are not gonna do it. I'm gonna need to make more tacos. So trading for the golden carrots is not fast enough, and I don't get a good yield with the crops I trade. It's actually better to just go ahead and AFK at the gold farm Loki and I made and get the gold from there and then craft the golden carrots with the carrots that are being farmed. So that's what I'm gonna do. I guess I'm gonna do some AFKing while I edit this episode. This totally isn't like my 4th time trying to record an outro because I'm so out of practice of doing it. But yeah, guys, if you like this episode, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you want some more. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.